Joe, I hope you an email that Hillary Clinton wrote when she was Secretary of State in the United States, how she talked about how the war in Syria should be really ratcheted up by the Obama administration in the interests of Israel. But we have a special interest in this because of the use of Shannon to facilitate the American wars in the Middle East. And we're going to talk a bit about that tonight. And with us are Clare Daly, independent TD for Dublin Fingal. And Clare spent, I think, an afternoon in jail because of an attack. You did some damage to an American aeroplane down there.
Not quite, Vincent. No, we attempted to search them, having pursued, I suppose, the four ministers involved in overseeing the operation of US military aircraft through Shannon, having put multiple questions to them to ask them to search the aircraft as they are obliged to do, to see whether we are in compliance with our neutrality. They failed to do so. They told us to go and get the evidence. If our neutrality was being breached, please bring it to them. So we tried to search the aircraft and were arrested for doing that. So
I thought you did some damage, did you not?
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
no.
I'd imagine that you and that fellow, Mick Wallace...
you're mixing us up with the Catholic workers who did previously damage a US military aircraft.
I'm mixing you up with the Catholic workers,
And in fairness to them, won their case in the courts of this land because a jury of their peers decided that while they had done the damage to the aircraft, they were doing it in pursuit of a bigger good, which was to stop the war efforts in Iraq at the time. So I didn't damage anything.
A beneficiary of the revolving door we have in our prison system, where people have committed grievous crimes get out after a few hours. Anyway,
we did put the spotlight on that,
and we also have John Lannon, who's from Shannon Watch, and you should have a look at that on the web. It's really interesting. And Karen Devine, a lecturer in international relations at DCU. If you'd like to comment on the programme, you can text us at 53131, place the word tonight. Before you comment, send us a tweet at #B or email us at tonight@tv3.ie. Before we get into the discussion about what Enda Kenny agreed to with regard to Syria and the Syrian refugees, let's talk a bit about the formation of government, or what's happening in the Dawn. I assume that Enda Kenny and Micheál Martin and Jerry Adams have been banging at your doors, wishing for you to join in a coalition government.
This is the second thing you got wrong now tonight, Vincent. No, they haven't actually. We did receive a phone call from Micheál Martin a while ago, but that hasn't been followed up by him, and no contact from anybody else, no. So what anybody else is doing, my guess is as good as yours. I know from what I read in the news.
I hear that Mick Wallace wants to be Minister for the Revenue Commissioners. Is this true?
He absolutely would love to be Minister for Housing, actually. But
he could build more houses, yes. He could.
Well, we certainly need that for sure, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen?
It's very hard to know. There would appear to be a certain amount of momentum behind Fine Gael at the moment. That's probably, stating it a little bit strongly. They do seem to have a little bit of the upper hand with some of the independents, but my own honest view would be that won't be enough. If they cobble together something, it's very difficult to see how it would hold, but things have a tendency to change quite quickly. So,
Karen, have you been watching this?